Aquaman number 8, written by Jeff Johns, art by Ivan Reyes. We left off last issue with a woman named Yawara showing up saying the seer is dead, trying to kill Stephen Shin, and Aquaman being like, what the hell's going on around here? So 6 years ago, we see that Aquaman has, I guess, come out to the public, but I don't think it was under his own volition. We see that his father died recently, was killed, of course, and there's a whole bunch of press just surrounding his house, and everyone's like, hey, Aquaman, we got a word, blah, 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 who are you, tell us about Atlantis, and he's just crying over the fact that his dad died. We see Stephen Shin making his way through the crowd, and they're like, hey, you're the guy who told us that Aquaman existed and discovered Atlantis and all that. And of course that's not inherently good at this point. So Aquaman literally busts down his own door and be like, what do you want from me? And they're just like, we just want to know who you are. And Aquaman tears off his shirt and he's like, I know I'm none of you. I get that now. Goodbye forever. And he goes over to the cliff, jumps down into the ocean, and Stephen the whole time is like, I'm sorry, Arthur, please wait. Oh. But yeah, we see Stephen just standing there into the night, and then the seasons pass, and then 1 year later, we see Aquaman again, and right now he's wearing the weird necklace thing he had at the beginning of New 52, and supposedly he just came back after 1 year, because I think that would have put it around, Justice League beginning territories. So then we cut back to present, and Steven shows a picture of the others, aka the team, to Mara, and Mara's like, who are these people? And Yawara's like, oh, well, we all just came together by happenstance, like we all were necessary, but me and Arthur had a connection. And Mara's like, uh-huh. And Arthur just goes, a telepathic connection. She's like, that's not better, Arthur. So basically the beginning of the issue comes down to Yawara wants to kill Stephen Shin because Black Manta came after the Seer, which she had another name, but I can't remember what it is for now. And the only way that he would know where she is because of Stephen Shin's involvement. So clearly he has to be involved. And Arthur's like, I don't think so, but let's figure this out. Doctor, I want you to keep on looking into the sinking of Atlantis. Meanwhile, I'm going to go with Yawara and we're going to deal with this. And Mara's not exactly thrilled that he's going with this beautiful woman, but she trusts him and he says, I love you. And she teleports them out via a little bell around her neck or something. And as soon as they leave, Mara immediately turns to Stephen and is just like, all right, you're not going to look into the sink of Atlantis. You're going to tell me everything you know about this team. And you're going to tell me everything you know about all of his past. So then we get a story 6 years ago of the team, the others, and they're all chasing after Black Manta, all outrunning explosions and whatnot. But as the explosions go off, they're setting off avalanches that are going to destroy a nearby town and kill all of its inhabitants. And the rest of the team is like, we have to go save them. We can't let that many innocents die. But Aquaman's like, we need to go after Black Manta because he's the one killing these people and we need to catch him. And everyone's like, no, we're going to go save the town. And Aquaman's like, all right, whatever. He doesn't actually go with them though. But then we see the group of people. There's a German one. There's as far as I can tell, a U.S. one. And they all have different gold pieces of jewelry or whatever. One has a mask. And the one that's U.S., wears a mask over his head. And he's got some military tags. He clanks his wrists together and it makes a shield around the town. Protects him from the avalanche. But then there's one small girl who's left on the outside of the shield. And Aquaman swoops in, saves her, drops her off and says, there, we did it. And Black Manta got away. Was it worth this? And they were like, yeah, we saved all those lives. It was definitely worth it. He's like, how many people have already died for the greater good? He's like, revenge is not a greater good, Arthur. That's not. Stop doing that. And he's like, all right, whatever. All of you just go. But then the seer comes up and is just like, hey, Arthur, I saw your future. And he's like, what, do I catch Black Manta? She's like, better. You find happiness. And then we see her dead in the jungle. They're looking over her body and they realize, okay, her little gold trinket thing is gone. It's been taken. So we need to, if he's able to get that, if he's able to find her, he can find the rest of the team. So immediately they're opened fire upon by people who are shooting them. For the sake of Black Manta, I guess. And then we see Black Manta is in Heidelberg, Germany, at a United States Army health center. And he says, all right, I'm here, and I found another one. And that's where the issue leaves off. I like the play between Aquaman and Mera at the beginning of just like, you had this girl in your life and you didn't tell me, huh, huh, huh. Like, I like that play of him just being awkward about it. Um, I appreciate that in Aquaman's past, he was just such a dick. Like, it was good. It's good to see that, okay, he's made this weird character development that we weren't actually privy to, but it's been there, you know? Art is fantastic. I can't fault the art at all. It is amazing the whole way through. I guess my biggest concern right now is the fact of we're just being drip fed information about this team, and we're not quite told. Like, I happen to know that the guy with the bracelets is named Prisoner of War, or maybe it's just POW. There is a little like picture here that has a list of all their names. Vostok X is the German guy. There's one named The Operative, but I don't know. I don't want this arc to end without getting to know them a lot better because it seems like an interesting team at the very least. So yeah. Overall, I'm going to get this issue a 7.5. I think it's very well done. And again, looks fantastic. The beats with Mera, I think, play off far funnier than I can ever possibly describe it. Because it is just a solid panel of her just glaring. So, no, very good book. And I'm looking forward to seeing how the story continues.